right, FightHype.com here with one of the very best in the game, Shawn Porter.
Trying to be.
That's well, hey, you're very only 2 or 3 weeks away from
my hair. It just finished. What? 10 rounds sparring today, and then we did some more on the miss and stuff like that. So we working hard. This is a bit of it. So feel great.
Your dad, he said that when peak week is the real evaluation.
Peak week has always been the real evaluation. I mean, a lot of guys always say, "I wish I had done this. I wish I had done that." But they say that after the fight. We use peak week as a week to make sure that everything is where it's supposed to be, how it's supposed to be. Still a few adjustments that I need to make, a few mental errors that I've made today that I'm not gonna forget, and we'll clean it up. This is what this week is for, and I love it.
Now on fight night, you got such a warrior face on.
Yeah, you see it today? Do you see it right now? I can't help it, man. It's the mode that I like to be in, man. It really is, you know. Some people call it a zone. I call it fighting in the spirit, you know. So right now I'm in the spirit, in the realm where I'm extremely focused. I know my game plan. I know my adjustments. I know what I need to do. I know what I need to see. And you know, that's why you see it right now. You see me in a bit of a fight mode right now, because we're coming down to the line.
Yeah, but I was saying that too because fans, they never see you deterred. They never see any anxiety. You got such game face in the ring. No one sees any pain really. You don't display it. But when I've seen you in camp over the years, it's not always. You're not always having the best weeks. Can you talk about that? Like, what are those moments, those weeks like where things aren't just clicking the way you want them to, and how you push through that to get to this part where it is clicking?
I'll always say this about my dad: there's a method to his madness. And that's a part of his madness. It's extremely hot in here. It's anywhere from 100 degrees to 115, and we're working through it. You know, things like that, working through this heat. Things like, you know, going multiple rounds with different guys. Things like, you know, feeling like I'm done, and then him getting in the ring with also Coach Barry Hunter and taking me through some more work. You know, things like that. And you see me grimacing a little bit. You see me feeling it. His method is you go through it now. That way the fight is quote unquote easy. I'm not gonna say anything is easy, but when you see me in the ring and you see me dominating someone, and you see me taking control of the match, you see me, you know, doing everything that I need to that it takes to win, the will that you see, and the power, and the relentless, and the punch, all that is because in here I grimace and I work hard and I feel it. That way in the fight I don't have to.
Right. And you know, just saying, like, your dad has that method to his madness. It's very effective. So does that make you roll your eyes when people try from the outside looking in saying, oh, Kenny is not really, you know, he's not having good chemistry with Shawn? Or,
I always ignore, you know, outside talk about what we do in here because they don't know. It's like you said, they don't know what I go through. They don't know what he goes through. They don't know what we collectively go through before you see us the night of the fight. The night of the fight, you see someone strong. You see someone who's very vibrant and very energetic in the ring. But it takes a lot of me breaking down the hair, a lot of him breaking down the hair, and so on and so forth for us to get to that point. You know, so for anyone out there who says, you know, Kenny Porter shouldn't be training Shawn Porter, or Kenny Porter doesn't know what he's doing, so on and so forth, well, the truth is in the pudding, and he has helped produce a world champion. You know, so you can all people, you know, well, he's not the one getting in the ring and doing it. No, but he's put a lot of time into me, and a lot of time into what he does, a lot of time into our craft, and you know, we're about to be 2-time world champions.
Do you think people just maybe they don't see it enough in their own life, and they misunderstand that he really is just being a good father when
you mean they don't see it enough in their own lives?
No, like they misconstrue it when they see your dad being tough on you. They don't realize that it's good for you.
Listen, I mean, even myself, you know, I've looked at our relationship and said, hey man, this is how it needs to be done. This is how it should be done. But at the end of the day, I'm on the inside. I know what's going on. I know what needs to change. People on the outside looking at it, I go like, hey, you have your opinion, you know. At the end of the day, if I'm smiling, I'm happy, you know, everything is good.
How underrated is your dad as a trainer, though?
I think my dad is very underrated as a trainer. I think he's flown under the radar. I think he's flown under the radar for a long time, you know. Kevin Cunningham, I think, is a guy who is just starting to really make a name for himself with other fighters. At one point, it was just him and just a few guys. And,
St. Louis guys.
Yeah, a few St. Louis guys. This is the same with my dad. You know, for a long time, it's just been him and I. It's what he wants to. It's what he wants to. How he wants to operate. You know, but a lot like Cunningham. Cunningham is starting to branch off, do other things, make other world champions, produce other great fighters, and he's doing a terrific job. And I remember there was one point where guys only thought he only had Devin Alexander, and that was it. That was all he knew. But I firmly believe in Kevin Cunningham. I firmly believe in my dad. There's a couple other coaches out here who have flown under the radar for their own reasons. I know my dad's reasons. My dad does not want a host of guys that he has to keep up with, be responsible for, train, so on and so forth. But he does have a championship mentality, and I think that's the first thing that it takes to produce a world champion.